Hello everyone, welcome back to the Rome campaign. And let's see where we are. So, as you can see here, we are making inroads into Spain and up towards the base of France. You can see we're doing okay. We're actually at peace with those guys. Well, there's non-aggression pacts and stuff like that. So I'm not really worried about those guys at the moment. These guys could be a problem, the Greeks, but we'll have to wait and see if they decide to get a little bit over-aggressive around this area and down towards Rome. If that's the case, then we'll transfer all of the armies there and we'll just go through and charge out and finish off Greece entirely. So we're in the process of dealing with Spain. Now, obviously you can see here, you know, we've got along here Mauritania, areas there, and we've pretty much got most of Spain here. And we're starting to make a push in towards Massilia, which is where the Averni are basically sitting. So we'll deal with the Averni for the time being. Now, you can see that this guy here... Yes, at my command. You can see he's reasonably set out and looking reasonably good. He's got a champion in there as well. Got some ballistas, and so he's in a good position. Now, what we were also doing is we were bringing additional boaty forces up as well. So, let's see. Good old arse. Let's see how they're looking. Public order 100, good. So, here's Tarraco, that's at 14. And Aracelium over here. Let's put some consecrated ground in there to improve the general situation there. Now up here in Tolosa we've got this army ready for battle, being dealt with by that Averni bint, flipping war maiden. Not a very high ranked one, no, rank 4 commander. So these guys here who doggies, and what we're trying to do is essentially take down this building, or this city here. Now you can see that what we've got is we've got our forces basically blockading this entire area. Now what we can do is bring this fella down to assist. So we're bringing him down to assist. Now, waiting for more orders. That's Provincia. Sorry, Tolosa. And they're in the process of building a small town. That building's... So that's all going to be dismantled, and hopefully that should improve things. So, we've got these guys with a nice combo of ballistas and cav, which is quite nice. And we've also got ballistas and cav at the back here, along with onagers and a veteran. Now, is that... I'm wondering, could we... Actually, we do have the money. Okay, so let's go to this guy again then. Where is he? There he is. And see if we can do something to this war maiden. Oh god, 6%? Give it a go.
A wound, nothing more.
Oh dear. Okay. That annoying woman. Damn war maidens. Okay.
Ready for orders.
So these forces can come in and they will be able to assist. And we've obviously got these forces as well in a position to assist. And they're going to surrender in 2 turns. See, I'm wondering whether or not it's actually worth attacking them. I'm wondering if it's just worth letting them surrender. Because then it means that any impact on my troops will be relatively minimal. Now, let's just check something. Whoops. How many armies have we? And how many armies can we have? Oh, we've got 8 and we can only have 8. Okay. So, let's have a look at our forces. Where's the largest number? Here. Okay. Now, they are at Gadara. Could I use them as a roving patrol, sort of move over and start twatting Greece? Because Greece is going to be an issue. But to be honest, it's too small an army to do it. It'll probably require maybe 1 army, possibly 2 armies to make their way down there. I'll wait. I think I'll wait on that one. So, what we're going to do now is we're just going to wait until the end of this siege. So the siege that is over here in Massilia, and then there's obviously Nemesis to deal with. Now, what is my reaction to the Pictones? The Pictones hate me. Okay. The Swabi are neutral, actually, which is somewhat unexpected, but, you know. Hey-ho. And the Averni, they'll probably hate me as well. So, let's end the turn. As you can see, money is okay. Now, if I look at money situation here, if I was to drop that down by 1 setting, that means that some of the negative effects will actually disappear, but also the income will go down. But it's possible that I can live with that lower income for a short while. So let's end the turn. Okay. So they're going up against 3,000, 2,000, oh god. 200, there's no point. There's really no point in having that battle because it was like 227 men.
Finding shelter.
So that's some of the forces that have come out of that area. And unless somebody comes and pays a visit from the Mossus. Okay, so we've had an increase in rank.
We hunger for battle.
So the Admiral has increased in rank, which is good. We've also had a raid in Tolosa. Okay, so yeah, that's not exactly unexpected by that one.
Commander.
So what we'll do is we'll convert and dismantle to a... let's just do that for the time being. Okay. So, one more turn, and Massilia will surrender. And what other options do we have? So, we've still got Nemossus up here for the Averni. And we do have Tolosa, which is our, but we've got Marciola there, who's a war maiden, who's giving us a few problems.
Command.
So that's a full stack army. We don't need to really worry about them at the moment. Now, Nemossus is a minor settlement, and Bergidala is a region capital of the Pictones. Now, I'm pretty sure I looked at the Pictones earlier and they didn't like me, did they? No, they do not like me at all. Very unfriendly. So, it's because we went to war with the Celtiberian Confederation. So, let's see, what have we got down here? You've got Tolosa, which is ours. Have we got anything else? We've also got this one over here, which is ours. Baracilium. So we've got a consecrated ground which is being built. We've got the hamlet. And then build the Field of Mars. Give us some areas to train people. Now,
Ready for battle.
these guys are taking a little bit of a battering from that somewhat annoying individual. But Massilia is the main focus right now. We can take that, and then we can move up towards Nemossus and towards Bibracte. So let's have a look at our options here. Okay, so we are... That's one of the things that really annoys me, is that the icons just disappear. Very, very annoying. Anyway, so here's Massilia. And then obviously there's Averni there. And there's the Pictones. And there's the German Confederation, so I've got to be careful because I don't want to really... Let's see what my relation with the German Confederation is. Oh, they massively hate me. War with the Averni, military actions, cultural aversion, agent actions, trespasses against the Pictones. So it's only a matter of time before they get pissed at me. So the question is whether or not I can actually take out the Averni and then basically quietly sweep the Pictones under the carpet, so to speak, and enable me to capture this area here. So that will be that point, Massilia. There's the German Confederation, meaning I'll be on the border down here. And actually, let's see what my thing with Athens is. Right, so treaties with Athens. So I've got treaties. So Athens is not really a danger to me, at least at the moment. We'll have to wait and see what the outcome of that is. I wonder, I wonder. So I'm expecting Massilia to fall soon. Tolosa is already mine. So that means that'll be another provincia. Or another one area I'll be able to take. Which is good. And it also means I've got a sizable navy here as well. Which I will be able to make use of. Should the German Confederation start to get a little antsy. Now, if we take this one and then replenish the army, move the army up towards Nemossus, take out Nemossus, and that could be the last of the Averni essentially finished off. We've also got these guys in Tolosa who, despite being annoyed by that one, by Marciola, could conceivably move up and also attack from the hills, meaning we can attack Nemossus from two directions. Now, who's this over here? So that will be Pictones and Pictones, and I'm guessing Pictones. No, Averni. Oh, over by Bibract. Okay, so we can do Nemossus, and then we can run over towards Bibract. Kind of ironic, really, because this is where I'm fighting for survival in my barbarian campaign with Mal, so it's kind of ironic that I'm sending Roman troops into that area. So, well, it's ironic to me, anyway. Okay, so Brigantium needing an upgrade. Let's upgrade that to a small town. Now, let's have a look at that. And the shipwright. Assault Briem. See, I'm wondering what I'm going to need. I'm going to go for the Assault Briem there. And we'll go for the 6 food option. There we go. So, let's see what happens when we end the turn. And we're going to end the turn, and hopefully Massilia should then surrender, and we can then deal with that, which is ideally what we're looking for. Oh. Some guys missing skills. Right, so
Ready for orders.
let's see. Right, so the general, he could have army of deer and lion. Okay, so +2 zeal melee attack for all units. I like that. But we could also give him another one. See, what is this guy's army made up of? His army has artillery in it. Okay. So, strategist, cunning. Admiral, not applicable. Marine. Cavalry command, assault. Defense. Naval support, infantry command. Virtue. Dread. Artillery command. And despoil. And soldier, see. I'm thinking that one might be a good one. There we go. So, that's that done. Is there anybody else who needs one? Ah, here we go.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. So the household, he has a quiet wife. And let's add to that. What can we add to that? See, plus 10 recover from wounds. Good morale. Let's see. Seamaster, no. I love the music in the background, it's so beautiful. To the victors, the spoils. Here we go. And in the meantime, let's give him some zeal. There we go. Let's end the turn. And find out what happens in Massilia. So 2,000 against 110. Yeah, you know what's going to happen? This is going to get auto-resolved because it's a little silly otherwise. Kicked in the balls, stabbed in the chest. Thank you, gentlemen. Come again. So we shall occupy.
Commander.
Occupation has been achieved. Now, there's also these guys over here. So I could send my little army there to go over and at least sort of deal with those guys. The spikes seem to be flashing somewhat. So it looks like sabotage. Agent has recovered. Good. And Massilia has been sabotaged. Yeah, this guy.
At your command.
So right, so first things first, let's dismantle that to that. We'll dismantle this to a... What will we dismantle it to? It's a fishing village. Docks. Shrine. We'll go to Temple of Mars, maybe? Yeah. Temple of Mars is a good one, I think. Down here we shall the gladiator school. We'll demolish that. And we'll demolish that. There we go. So, construction has been completed. Consecrated ground over here, which is good. As you can see, the happiness of Aracilium continues. The household has expanded. Yeah, centre pool. Troubled populace. Oh dear. Who's troubled? Ah, Massilia's troubled. So they're at 17, but then that should hopefully improve things. Shrine of Epona. And then finish that off as well. So deal with both of those. Province under control. You have seized control of the entire province, boosted economic military potential. Good. Settlement captured, Massilia, which is the one. And hidden agent has been exposed, which is this little fella here. Now, we don't have the money at the current situation to recruit an agent, as you can see, which is a bit of a shame.
It is an honor to serve Rome.
I'm sure it is. So let's tick that off. Close all them. Right, so now the thing is, right, is I've been looking at like the way that Mal plays Rome and the Total War games and the way that I play. I would regard myself as a lot more cautious.
Yes.
Maybe unsure, I don't know. It's difficult to say really, because it's such a tricky game. Let's deal with these guys. So we'll attack those guys next round. And these guys here
At your command.
will continue to replenish, which is great. Which is what we want. Auxiliary cavalry, legionaries, and all those kind of wonderful funky gentlemen. Let's see. Enemy scout. Now, if I can find out where my agent is located.
Commander. Ready for battle.
Defenders of the Hills. Okay. So, this guy here is only a 3-stacker. Now, if we look at the next, we're going to have 1,000 on the next one. So, it means that we don't have a mass of
Ever in service
forces.
to Rome. How can I serve Rome?
But we do have at least a reasonable amount of money coming in.
The wolf is at the door.
Let's see if we can slaughter this bugger.
The gods
Enemy has
honor
been
me with
wounded.
success.
Fantastic. Good job, mate. Well done.
My sword is yours.
And an increase
I
in
am
rank.
Horatius reborn.
I'm sure you are, sir. So, let's see. Zeal. No. Yes, I want that one. Chance to do critical hits. So there we go. So that was a good result, as far as
How
I'm
can I
concerned.
serve Rome?
With Tiberius Aruntus Marcellus. Great name.
We hunger for battle.
And let's see.
We
We've got this
hunger
army
for
over here
battle.
as well.
At once.
So we'll move them to there.
I am Rome's champion. At your command.
And what we might also
Salve.
do
How can I help?
is see if we can get him to go
I
in there.
cannot and will not.
Okay. Hairy Muff,
At your command. I
because
will
he's
do
lost all
anything
his
for
movement.
Rome.
So yeah, we can't really do much with him right now. So yeah, as you can see, really, I mean, it's progressing reasonably well, albeit slowly, but well. So, you know, careful, cautious movement through here. I should really, but these guys are, I don't really want to break that area yet, but I really want to start moving up towards here. Up against the Pictones, in towards Celtica, ignore Britannia for the time being, deal with the Pictones, but then I could have a fight with the German Confederation on my hands. The Athenians are currently, we are friends with, so there's no reason to tangle with the Athenians as it stands at the moment.
We hunger for battle.
So, I think that's it for this week, boys and girls. Although it's been the first time that I've been able to say that this week. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. And yeah, we're going to be bringing you a lot more Rome 2 shenanigans with the House of Julia campaign. Thanks for watching, boys and girls. I'll see you again soon.